in this case, the Dragon parry. He hovered over the Shaolin buff, and since fighting Tekken Master, he's changed the move. Okay.
I like that just for the fact that Cetrion can be scary close up. Maybe there's a gap that he wants to use that parry on.
It could be. We did see a similar situation actually with Azerbaijan, using the no-holds-barred parries.
Yeah, got Dragon a couple times. Maybe that. I think you're onto something here, Ketchup.
There's a strong possibility that after fighting Tekken Master, Rewind went to one of the practice setups and took one of the other Cetrion players in the back room and went, right, let's kind of do a little bit of on-the-spot homework. Because these players lab extensively anyway, but right now you're fighting Dragon. You know you played the matchup really well, but there was that missing X factor, right? And maybe the parry is where it belongs.
It was just by a hair on his chinny chin chin.
Now taking a look at the screen, making sure you're 18 plus and gambling responsibly, but with these stats to follow, looks like Dragon's always going to be a player that people have their eyes on, that's for sure. But now Rewind.
Oh, he went for it.
All out Dragon. This is round 1 of game 1, and he knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. He went for it.
God, what a try hard.
You know, I will say this though. Rewind did start it off, you know, pretty in the advantage, but now he's in a pickle here, being in the corner with Dragon.
I tell you what, that's a level of adaptation. He didn't even need to adapt. He knew what to do before the match even started. The second he saw that parry come forward in the character select, he's like, okay, the first time I do a string with a gap in it, I'm just going to do the vines.
I saw those nunchucks out. All right, going for the straight fireball. Straight fireball, trade again. Rewind just trying to get out of the spot. This is kind of the opportunity, but Dragon could throw out anything here. Goes for the tornado.
Waits for the jump in.
Yeah, just waits for the jump in.
A nice safe finish in that situation, as now the round 1 will go to Dragon here.
I think Dragon might be one of those players too. I've noticed that. I mean, I'm not saying it's not easy to play safe with playing Cetrion, but Dragon's definitely one of the safer. I think playing Cetrion's more patient, but that punish!
I mean, the biggest risk you'll often see Dragon take is a grab, to be honest. The existence of the wins alone means that Dragon is able to be a bit more Dragon with his game plan. Now
the forward 4-3, going right into the crushing blow there. The flying kick, okay, got some pressure. Now one of the nice things too that you can do with the forward 4-3 is, and he got the parry, amplified it for the launch. Here we go, forward 4-3. Got the crushing blow.
I'm going to be honest,
I
didn't even know he'd built that so fast.
I think it was because in the very beginning when we were just like getting into the match.
He hit 2.
He hit 2, yes, exactly.
Oh, looking for the immediate interruption.
Oh,
the parry again.
Punish on the parry.
Now, hear me out though, it's not going to be the biggest risk in the world as long as Dragon's not using those KB punishes, because Cetrion, when she punishes you, she's going to get like 18%, maybe 20%, whereas if you hit a parry, you're hitting more damage than that anyway. So it's kind of a risk-reward situation, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and when we were in the player rooms, when we were doing the casual sets, when we first got here, I remember Tekken Master saying his thing, he's trying to, you know, hype up Cetrion, that she's, you know, completely fair, is saying, you know, look at her damage, it's not that much. He is right about that, though. It really isn't, unless it's those crushing blow moments, but it's just the consistency of this character.
It's the game of momentum. Every single hit will go into some kind of restand, whether it's vines, whether it's barrier, whether it's the winds, and it leads to something next. Whether it's a grab that sends you full screen and she gets projectiles, whether it's more buttons into wins for, you know, 2 for the price of 1. That was so close to being a confirmed. Oh, not quite.
Unfortunate, the forward roll going right into the Hell's Wrath to close it out, and Dragon is going to take game 1 here. Very close. You know, Rewind doing a really convincing round 2 in that set, or in that game right there.
He's still playing it well.
Yeah.
I just, the way he approaches this matchup, you've always got hope, I think.
He's stroking the chin hair right now. He's in deep thought, deep thought.
I think you have to be against the likes of Dragon. What is the differences that Dragon is putting forward versus Tekken Master mere sets ago at this point?
All right. I think we're gonna be seeing him stick here with Liu Kang.
I want to look at his moves.
Well, but
does he take
maybe
the
a
parry
variation
again?
change. I think the parry was a good choice, honestly. Like, yes, there was a moment where he got punished for it, but there was also a moment where it paid off. Are we gonna see the parry again?
I think he's giving it a
covering.
Because the parry, it does bring an element of predictability to his own answers to what Cetrion's doing, and I think that in this case, he can't decide between the two.
It's hard because, you know, is this a Cetrion that he can get in on, you know,
I mean,
and actually put use to the buff?
If he got more parries in game 1, I think he would have immediately gone in for the same variation. But the issue is, we started the set and Dragon instantly used the mines. That was the first play. He was ready for the layers that the parry is going to bring forward into the matchup, and I think that has given Rewind the information to think, right, parry could work against most Cetrions, but it's not working against Dragon. And that reason, I'm going to pick the fire buff. And we'll see if it does things a bit better
Maybe
for
it's that just little inch of damage there that will bring Rewind to a victory.
You're already going to outdamage Cetrion here.
Oh, right.
And I think the buff is going to let you do it even more. First time we saw one of those, thankfully.
Yeah, great use of it there. Right off the bat, too. Right, trying to inch his way into neutral, going with the low fireball. Rock wall. Oh, low fireball trading with Hell's Wrath. Oh, misses the bicycle kick. That's going to be a punish there, but not too much damage.
But this is what I mean by the momentum. The discussion always surrounding Cetrion as a damaged character, quote unquote, is that she hits you and then it leads to something else, which is normally in her favor. In this case, looking for the anti-air into vines, that would have definitely hurt. Rewind having to do everything he can to fight back at this stage, but pushing into the corner. We activate the buff. And we get anything, though? That's the question.
I'm waiting to see where the flying kick's going to be, because I feel like it's coming just so Rewind can get in, but, you know, more so to punish Cetrion for doing something, but it is such a hard window. We've seen it work with Tekken Master. You know, Rewind got a couple of those flying kicks in and was able to make his way into neutral and take those games. But
Dragon he plays a lot more defensively than the Tekken Master style of Cetrion, and I think that this is just why take any kind of risk whatsoever. Keep Rewind at a range where he's going to be uncomfortable and not really able to maximize what Liu Kang brings to the table, but that knockdown.
Oh, that's going to be it! The forward 4-3!
The classic.
Into, it should just be called the classic with a K.
Rewind has been a surgeon with that forward 4 so far. He has just been landing it time and time again. When the fatal blow's good to go, he just finds the magic moment. Every single point. Impressive stuff, but just around one, able to seize with it. There's a whiff punish, though. Breakaway to avoid. Oh, the VE Kasari slam is not going to work, but the jump will.
Oh, the conversion into the bicycle kicks. Love to see it. Got the amplify, got the buff on. Dragon's going to call it that gap, though.
Tries to let the plus frames rock, but as you quite rightly said, there is a gap there that players can interrupt. I can only imagine the down 4 for Cetrion's pretty good at it. There's the counter hit. Another thing that's pretty good, as now the vines come through. A full combo, 33%, not too shabby. And there's the rock wall. It's just so familiar. Counter hit.
There we go. Go right into the flying kick. Amplify it for max damage.
Oh, there we go into back one grab. Regular grab. The first grab I think we've seen all series long, and it's the one to secure that 1-1 situation. Rewind continuing to stay alive here. And this Liu Kang getting the job done. And I've got to say, that buff helped him out. At the least, when the buff exists, it can make the opponent nervous.
Yeah.
The existence of it alone, it doesn't even need to do anything.
I love the adaptation there from Rewind. You know, it really did help having the fire buff that time. That we've seen that increase in damage alone, and just the consistency of Rewind's neutral and getting in on Dragon.
Hey, sometimes when you pop a damage buff, the opponent starts to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now, you'll be in a position where I activate buff, and I don't necessarily have to hit you with it. It's just that now it's here, you don't want me to go in and start doing extra damage. In some cases, you know, it can be extra chip damage or whatever. And they start doing more things. You know, they start pressing buttons. Maybe they jump in at you or whatever it is. And Rewind's always ready to capitalize. Now, Dragon's not an easy player to crack into. He has got some of the most ridiculous defense out of anyone in the scene. And that's why Cetrion fits him like a glove, but ooh!
I like the use to punish Hell's Wrath there. I like using the flying kick.
Dangerous choice, and in this case, oh, we're fighting back. 2 hits for the price of 1.
All right, gonna have to hold this pressure though, but no offensive bars right now for Cetrion. So this is Rewind's chance here. Yeah, gonna punish it with gonna punish the rock there with the flying kick.
The existence of those flying kicks is gonna stop Dragon from being able to throw projectiles at that range. He's gonna second guess at some point.
And I feel like Dragon is one of those Cetrions that does choose to zone more than the average Cetrion. Like Tekken Master, I definitely see playing neutral a little bit more, I feel. So.
Rewind with the empty jump too, just to make sure that jump in whiffs from Dragon. Ooh, that down 4.
Yeah, low fireball. Dragon definitely looking for the opportunity here. Okay, using the teleport a little bit more. We don't really see Dragon use that much.
Empty jump!
Oh, empty jump right into the 1-2.
Beautiful flawless block, but the reverse flawless block, and wait a minute, that's going to scale it. That will scale the fatal blow. Yes. I'm not particularly convinced it's actually going to kill because of the scaling.
Yeah,
but it's going to put him full screen.
He's hitting those defenses too.
Now, he will survive this hit. That last hit does not do tons of damage.
Very small. He got to be very, very careful. There's so many options, but risks it. Again, probably a good choice to make, knowing that your life is that close.
Now, look, I tell you what, there's probably some armchair warriors out there right now looking at that going, why would he do that? But the reality is, there's a million projectiles she could have thrown there, and if she threw any, that
he would have won.
Was going to work. That was either I do it or I don't. Almost a 50-50. A risk worth taking, especially if Dragon used the fatal blow. Taking that away would have been massive. You have the range on that.
Absolutely. We got the low fireball war here. We got fire from both of these players going on the screen, but Dragon has definitely halted using Hell's Wrath as much ever since he's been getting punished with that flying kick.
But thankfully, this variation of Cetrion has more tools than Hell's Wrath, so he's able to just continue to play this defensive game, but take less risks.
And there's pressure right now in the corner, but challenge coming from Rewind, going with the amplified, double amplified bicycle kick.
Oh my lord, the delay. Immediate flying kick.
All right, this is where Liu Kang thrives. Up close and personal, but Dragon's gonna deny him with that back throw.
Eat this grab and go full screen, mate. Trip guard. Punish those landing frames. Hell's Wrath just for the extra damage and the fact that we're in the corner. The cancel, the down 4, Rewind has fatal blow. And he's looking for the forward 4.
Oh, the flawless block. Oosh. Right into the fatal blow. Again, as we said before, the classic.
That was so sick. The optimization at the end as well, just to get every inch of damage. And this next round is to take the lead. Rewind, be 2-1 up here.
It could be either one. These are neck and neck each game.
I mean, it's a clash of champions. The Dragon Temple absolutely was. The Fighting League continues to be.
Whoa, and the whip punish on that. One of the things I love, too, about just Liu Kang, but that whip bicycle kick, that is not good for Rewind.
Not what you wanted, I tell you what, but that is. Sorry, Slam, get in that corner.
One of the great things, though, what I was trying to say is just the forward 4-3. You can still just mix it up and change it up, where you probably don't want to keep pressuring with it after with up 3, just because so many people